शो रिवीलिंग द लोकल हीरोज। आज हमारे साथ दिल्ली से सौरभ प्रसाद है, जो IIIT दिल्ली के स्टूडेंट है। माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का इंटर्नशिप है, लेकिन ये तो किसी के पास भी हो सकता है। तो ऐसा क्या है सौरभ में जो हम उनका इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं हमारे शो पर। तो बेसिकली सौरभ इज अ विजुअली चैलेंज्ड पर्सन। अभी विजुअली चैलेंज्ड क्या होता है ये खुद सौरभ आपको बताएंगे। सो सौरभ, वेलकम टू द शो।
Hey everyone, nice to be here. I am Saurabh and जैसे कि आपने पूछा visually challenge क्या होता है. This basically mean this refers to the people who have poor eyesight or who can't see. So उनके लिए we term as visually challenged, visually impaired, somewhere blind and couple of these words. So,
तो सौरभ, आपका कैसा है, मतलब आईसाइट कम है या कैसा है?
no, I am totally blind. Yeah, there's no eyesight.
ओके, इन स्पाइट ऑफ बीइंग टोटली ब्लाइंड आप एजुकेशन परसिव कर रहे हो, तो कैसा है, मतलब हाउ डज इट गो? आपको डिफिकल्टीज फेस नहीं हुई कभी, या आपने एजुकेशन अभी तक का कैसे परसिव किया फिर?
अलग अलग मेथड्स होते हैं स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. जब पहले जब टेक्नोलॉजी इवॉल्व नहीं थी then students used to study using their braille script and others a lot of assistive devices. पर जैसे जैसे टाइम इवॉल्व होता गया, टेक्नोलॉजी इवॉल्व, और ज्यादातर लोग आजकल डिजिटाइज फॉर्मेट ऑफ एजुकेशन में शिफ्ट होते चले जा रहे हैं. एंड इट्स आल्सो हेल्पिंग देम टू क्रिएट एन इंक्लूसिव एनवायरनमेंट विद अदर स्टूडेंट्स. सो या दैट्स व्हाट माय जर्नी वाज. मैं भी क्लास 10 तक मेरी पढ़ाई ब्रेल में हुई थी, एंड आफ्टर दैट 11th onward I adapted technology as a tool for education.
Wow.
And then yeah, it's going like that.
Wow, that's really great, Saurabh. मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी हम बोलते हैं कि इज अ कर्स, बट वी कैन से इट्स आल्सो अ बोन. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू कि आप कैसे लेते हो टेक्नोलॉजी को, राइट?
Yeah, it's not a curse at all, but sometimes like every coin has two sides, so sometimes yeah, it matters that way also.
सो सौरभ, फिर आपने आगे कैसे कंटिन्यू किया? मतलब व्हाई डिड यू थिंक ऑफ एंटरिंग दिस फील्ड? आप कुछ और भी कर सकते थे, राइट? सो व्हाट मेड यू एंटर दिस फील्ड और से दिस प्रोफेशन?
So visually challenged students के साथ ऐसा हुआ है बहुत लंबे टाइम तक that they are far from technical field and field of STEM basically. तो जब मैं क्लास 10th में था, whenever I used to ask people what they want to pursue in the upcoming years, so ज्यादातर लोग का आंसर UPSC and law and mainly like majorly humanity background से होता था. Then I decided I should do something different. And then I requested my school teachers and other people to help me go through STEM education. बट उस स्कूल में फिर भी ये सब्जेक्ट्स अवेलेबल नहीं थे, एंड आई हैड टू स्विच माय स्कूल. तो मैं दिल्ली आ गया फिर टेगो इंटरनेशनल स्कूल में. एंड यहाँ पे एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, नेशनल एसोसिएशन फॉर द ब्लाइंड. उसने मुझे हेल्प करी बाकी अकोमोडेशन एंड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन जैसी फैसिलिटीज अवेल करा करके. एंड देन आई जॉइन टेगो इंटरनेशनल स्कूल. शुरू में थोड़ा सा लाइक डिफिकल्ट था टेक्निकल टूल्स के साथ सडनली अडाप्ट करने के लिए, बट ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम it worked out and it's much more helpful than what I had earlier.
So मतलब you wanted to do something different, yeah, you wanted to work into the field of technology, so you adopted this profession, right?
Yes, right.
So Saurabh, tell me something about IIIT Delhi. What is IIIT Delhi? What institute it is, and why you selected that specifically?
It's basically Indraprastha Institute of Information Technology. And class 12th के बाद आपकी कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम्स होते हैं लाइक जेई मेंस एंड जेई एडवांस. तो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन आपके कितने रैंक और क्या स्कोर आता है जेई मेंस में, यू आर अलॉटेड अ कॉलेज आउट ऑफ IITs NITs एंड ट्रिपल IITs. सो बेसिकली अगर आप एडवांस क्वालिफाई करते हो देन यू गो टू IIT, अदरवाइज NITs एंड ट्रिपल IITs के लिए आप जा सकते हो. सो आई क्वालिफाइड जेई मेंस एंड माय रैंक वाज गुड इनफ, सो I got this triple ITD just in the first round of the counseling itself.
Wow, wow, that's really great, Saurabh. So Saurabh, future plans क्या है, मतलब आगे क्या करना चाहते हो? और apart from that, Microsoft का internship कैसे मिला? मतलब why you thought of taking an internship of Microsoft?
So that I did not think at all. Like जब आप placement year में आते हो and you apply for a couple of companies and you get into one. So it's not me that who decided, but बहुत सारी companies one by one college में आ रही थी and Microsoft was one of them. So like there were interview rounds and I qualified them. There were 3 rounds, subsequent rounds, and after that I got selected for that.
ओके। फिर सौरभ, आई हैव हर्ड दैट आप व्हाट्सएप वगैरह यूज करते हो, तो कैसे इस्तेमाल करते हो, मतलब हाउ डज
वही ना, लाइक
टेक्नोलॉजी हेल्प यू?
सॉफ्टवेयर, so there are softwares, जैसे लैपटॉप यूज करता हूँ, there's JAWS inside it, job access with speech, and other is NVDA, non-visual desktop access. So these are couple of screen readers जो हम लैपटॉप में यूज करते हैं. अदरवाइज फोन के लिए भी there is a software called talkback. ये इनबिल्ट फीचर होता है हर एक एंड्रॉइड स्मार्टफोन का. You can activate itself. I mean, you can activate it and you use it for like screen reading software, navigation, and how it works with like scrolling and sliding through your fingers. So that's how it works.
ओह वाओ, अमेजिंग। मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी कैन हेल्प पीपल हु आर विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड आल्सो, उनको भी हेल्प कर सकता है। दे कैन आल्सो बी व्हाट्सएप फ्रेंडली या सोशल मीडिया फ्रेंडली, राइट?
Yeah, right.
सो आपको दिक्कत नहीं होता है फिर कभी, मतलब सोशल मीडिया एक्सेस करने में, या नाउ यू आर फेमिलियर विद इट, हाउ हाउ इट गोस?
थोड़ी बहुत लिमिटेशन एंड कंस्ट्रेंट्स रहते हैं कभी कभी रिगार्डिंग लाइक अगर कुछ कोई ऐसा ऐप आ गया, कोई ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर आ गया विच इज नॉट एक्सेसिबल. In that case you'll have to face, or not accessible का मतलब ये है कि you are not able to navigate through the components of that application, like images, buttons. If you can't go through them, then it's not accessible. In that case a little bit problem comes, but yeah, otherwise most of the application that we use in our daily life, like Paytm, phone pay, Google Pay, Zomato, and sort of things, so they are accessible, sort of like we can access them, and that's how we use them.
ओके, ग्रेट। सो सौरभ, फ्यूचर प्लान्स क्या है आपके, मतलब व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग टू डू इन योर फ्यूचर?
So basically, I want to contribute as an advocate for writing for the fighting for the rights of people with disability, and also contributing in the tech through innovations and collaborating with different companies and working for accessibility improvement with them, so
ओके।
that कि आने वाले टाइम में जब applications आते हैं they are accessible, and जब rights की बात करते हैं then every student should be, I mean, they are entitled to get admission and all the support that they require. So yeah, definitely launching campaigns for them and fighting for their rights. So that's all I think about it.
Saurabh, when you say fighting for the rights of disabled people या specially abled people, so what does exactly that stand for? मतलब आपका ऐसा है कि that every student who is specially able should get
No, it's basically a term. It's an advocacy process. Basically, what you do, first of all, you select a theme that you want to work on, then you do a little bit of research on that, and then whatever exists and that you find, you compare them. There definitely might be some gaps that you will find, and taking those documentation as support, you go to the government, and if there is some policy which is not being implemented,
right?
so then you go to the organizations, to the institutions, and to you just show them the record, the policies, and make them aware about the rules. Because कई बार ऐसा होता है, students go for admission but they are not given that sort of support or
Right.
cooperation and from the university side. So in that case we'll have to, make the people aware about the laws and policies and ask them to implement them for the betterment of students.
So, Saurabh, did you also face any sort of obstacles during admission process? या आप कोई organization से connected, as you mentioned earlier? So the organization helped you to get the admissions. Was it easy? या आपके लिए भी difficult process ही था?
No, organizations helped me to study, but admission ka process is completely independent. It's conducted by NTA, and here, like water company comes, it's completely up to them. So it's not on the organization. Secondly, when they come, like when you go for getting admissions or getting like employment connected, so there it's completely up to your potential, where people will help you out, and that's how you get into that.
Okay, okay.
And you're asking about some discriminative incidents. So yeah, I faced like some of such incidents, like when I was going for the JEE means exam. On the center, they were not aware about the scribe process, so they were not allowing me to have scribe. But when I showed them that the guidelines from NTA, then they subsequently allowed it. So it's very important for everyone to be aware of what the system says, and if this is not being implemented, you definitely will have to speak out.
Right. So basically, we can say that every person should know about his rights. Then only आप उसको implement कर सकते हो, right?
Exactly. Right.
तो सौरभ, currently आप कौन से year में हो? Second year.
So this is the end of my third year. इसके बाद
Okay.
1 साल की पढ़ाई और है, and after that I will be graduating from this college.
Okay, that's great, Saurabh. So, Saurabh, any
Yeah.
message that you'd like to convey through our show to our viewers?
Not any specific message. I would just like to say that stay happy, stay focused on your work, and that's all. Yeah, that's all.
सौरभ, मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन था आपके लिए.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
मतलब आई हैव सीन मेनी पीपल हु आर विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड, आई से, या कोई भी डिसेबिलिटी रहती है, सो दे ट्राई टू गेन अटेंशन, या उनका ऐसा है कि मतलब दे फील दैट नहीं, मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा या नहीं कर पाऊंगी ये कोई एक्टिविटी है या कोई भी स्पेसिफिक चीज. सो व्हाट डू यू फील फॉर देम, मतलब व्हाट इज योर आंसर ऑन इट, कि ऐसा कुछ है कि हाँ, जस्ट बिकॉज आई कांट सी, yeah, I don't have other specific ability, so I restrict myself. Should matlab, what is your comment on that?
No, there's a need for the thought process to change. Whenever they go outside, how do other people behave with them? Do you recognize them as equal as other people? That's a question you need to answer first. You know, like when I went to the school for the first time, so people used to be, oh bro, how do you manage everything? You have that sixth sense, right? And I was like, you know what? Don't call me Saurabh, call me Saurabh Baba instead. So like a lot
Right.
of like incidents like exist in the community, and that makes it like got a lot of hypothetical views. It's not like they don't want to work or they don't want to go ahead. There are a little bit of constraints, but if you can solve them by providing some sort of innovations or techniques, so definitely they will involve themselves, and their presentation and contribution will also be equal. So it's a like double way process. Both will have to work out from them side, and then we'll be able to achieve that dream of inclusive environment or inclusive world.
Right, so I feel मतलब society as a whole उनको भी काम करना है, that you have to make sure that you're giving equal rights to them, and apart from that the other person also has to take
Equal
some initiative.
behavior, first of all, equal
Right,
treatment. Yeah.
absolutely correct. Yes, so here we come into end with conversation with Saurabh. Saurabh, who is visually impaired but still has managed to be here today and is striving for equal rights for all of his brother and sisters who feel that they should also take some stand for themselves. So I'll thank Saurabh for coming down to our show. Thank you so much, Saurabh.
Thanks everyone. Thank you. Nice to be here, and thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thank you. And for our viewers, अगर आपको हमारा शो अच्छा लगता है तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें and spread the word. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Saurabh.
Bye.